Afrikaner groups in South Africa declined Trump's resettlement plan. This combination of file photos shows US President Donald Trump speaking in Washington on February 6, 2025, and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa attending Mozambique President-elect Daniel Chapo's inauguration in Maputo on January 15, 2025, Cape Town, South Africa. Groups representing some of South Africa's white minority responded Saturday to a plan by President Donald Trump to offer them refugee status and resettlement in the United States by saying, "Thanks, but no thanks." The plan was detailed in an executive order Trump signed Friday that stopped all aid and financial assistance to South Africa as punishment for what the Trump administration said were rights violations by the government against some of its white citizens. The Trump administration accused the South African government of allowing violent attacks on white Afrikaner farmers and introducing a land expropriation law that enables it to seize ethnic minority Afrikaners' agricultural property without compensation. See also, Trump orders freeze of aid to South Africa, cites country's land expropriation law. The South African government has denied there are any concerted attacks on white farmers and has said that Trump's description of the new land law is full of misinformation and distortions. On Saturday, two of the most prominent groups representing Afrikaners said they would not be taking up Trump's offer of resettlement in the US. "Our members work here and want to stay here, and they are going to stay here," said Dirk Herman, chief executive of the Afrikaner trade union Solidarity, which says it represents about 2 million people. "We are committed to build a future here. We are not going anywhere." At the same news conference, Callie Creel, the CEO of the Afrikaner lobby group AfriForum, said, "We have to state categorically we don't want to move elsewhere." Trump's move to sanction South Africa, a key US trading partner in Africa, came after he and his South African-born advisor Elon Musk accused its black leadership of having an anti-white stance. But the portrayal of Afrikaners as a downtrodden group that needed to be saved would surprise most South Africans. It is ironic that the executive order makes provision for refugee status in the US for a group in South Africa that remains amongst the most economically privileged, South Africa's foreign ministry said. There was a campaign of misinformation and propaganda aimed at South Africa, the ministry said. Whites in South Africa still generally have a much better standard of living than blacks more than 30 years after the end of the apartheid system of white